What's going on YouTube? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at the Platinum Edition Decepticon Triple Changers, Blitzwing and Astrotrain. Now, these figures are repaints of the original G1 figures, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But comes in this really nice looking box. Just turn it around. This is pretty much it. This is all we get. You do notice that there are going to be Insecticon Platinum Editions. There's also apparently Trypticon, though he has not shown up here in the States yet. I got this set over at BigBadToyStore.com. Let's open them up and take a look. One thing I do want to mention before we get into the review is this really awesome background that shows all these line drawings of different things from the show and the movie. You've got Unicron, the Autobot Matrix of Leadership, Optimus Prime, Megatron, what appears to be either Bumblebee or Cliffjumper. Just really awesome, and I'm really thankful that they added this on the back. It's just really cool. Out of the box, the figures are exactly the same as their original Generation 1 counterparts. Astrotrain is that of a blue, orange, and white space shuttle in his one mode. We'll show you the other mode in a little bit. And it's good. I like it a lot. Then there's Blitzwing in his fighter jet mode. Very cool. Still has the cannon sticking out of his back. I do want to quickly mention that Blitzwing comes with missiles, specifically 3 of them, because 4 was just too many. He can store them here on the sides. They were fireable via springs in the original Generation 1 toy, which I do have. Unfortunately, though, they took the springs out. So these little missiles are just decorations. You can't use them at all, really. You have 3 of them. You might as well lose all of them because they don't work. Astrotrain comes with this really big gun. Astrotrain comes with this really big gun that I like a whole lot. It's very well molded, very cool. Even has a little magnet in the front so you can have it look like a barrel. I like that a lot. Blitzwing comes with 2 accessories. This gun, which pegs into the side of his hand, and this giant sword, which ditto pegs into the side of his hand. Very cool, very awesome. Even though I can't seem to hold them. We'll start with Astrotrain's transformation. It's very simple. Take the rear wing and fold that up as far as it'll go into the back. Turn the figure upside down and fold up the wings. Take what are the landing gears or the sides of the vehicle mode and flip them down like that. But before you do that, reach behind the shuttle, the front of the shuttle, and open up this compartment with these 2 tabs and flip the shuttle mode around and into the opening there. Close them up, flip those bits down, and fold out some more wheels. And here we have his steam locomotive mode, or his train mode. Very nifty. Retains a similar color scheme, or the same color scheme practically, though the blue is more prominent here in this mode. Very cool, very awesome looking. I do like the original purple and gray mode or coloring a little bit better than this, but there is a reason for this, which I'll talk about once we get to the robot mode. And speaking of the robot mode, very easy to transform him into that. Fold the train bits back again, or the train wheels back, flip them back up like you're going to form the shuttle, come to the wings and fold the wings out again. Take the rear jets of the shuttle mode and unpeg them and fold them down along the bottom of the figure to form his backpack and reveal his head, like so. Then reach into the sides here and using your nails or something else, fold out the arms like this. And I'm failing because even though my nails are longer than they should be, his joints are actually pretty tight. Then split the legs apart and pull them down, and we are done. And just a quick note, both of these figures have rub symbols, and the way these work is they use the heat that's generated from your body to activate. So kind of like those coffee mugs that once you pour hot liquid in, an image appears. Same principle here. Instead of rubbing it, you could just leave your finger on it for a couple of seconds, maybe about 10 to 15, and the Decepticon symbol will appear. And me being an absolutely terrible Transformers fan, I forgot the most important part of his transformation, and that's the wing here. You fold the wing out, slide it down to about his belly, and then open it up to give him this nice chest plate thing. Yeah, it's a little bit wiggly, but what are you going to do? Then we can armor him up with his giant cannon, and we're done. And I'm really happy with this. I am more happy with this than I should be. Even though it's not the original Generation 1 color scheme, I really like Astrotrain a lot. As a kid, I never owned Astrotrain. I had Blitzwing, but not Astrotrain. So I'm really happy that I was able to get a hold of him. I actually do really like the color scheme. Next up is Blitzwing. We're going to fold up the landing gear back into the nose cone, come to the rear of the figure and unpeg the outside of the wings and fold them down while simultaneously flipping the nose cone into the body of the vehicle. Flip the figure over, connect those bits that we folded down before, then come to the back, fold up or down the tail wings, and when we do that, that seems to push the other wings that are in the back into place. And then take the turret, push it forward, turn it around to where the canopy is, and extend the barrel as far as it'll go. And here we have Blitzwing's tank mode. Honestly, it's my favorite of the two modes. Just a personal preference, but I like this tank mode a lot. And Blitzwing was always my favorite triple changer when I was a kid. As kind of oddly enough, I only ever had Blitzwing and what's the one Autobot triple changer? Sandstorm. Those were the only triple changers I ever had, oddly enough. I never could get any of the others, but these were the only two that I had. So Blitzwing's always been one of my favorites. He's just so cool. For Blitzwing's transformation into robot mode, first we're going to flip those sections at the front of the tank back down again, and then grab those sections that form the wings and pull them away from the body and fold them up to where the robot head is, like that. Then we can reach inside and pull out the fists, but sometimes it doesn't work, so you have to kind of do a half transform back and get your finger in where that little indentation is. And fold them forward. Take the turret, fold it up as far as it'll go, and collapse the barrel. Then grab these sections down here and pull them out to form the legs, and flip the tail wings down to form feet. And we can extend the fists, and then add in some weaponry. The weapons peg in via these holes inside the fists, so you can attach the sword like that, and peg in the gun like that. Blitzwing is just cool. He just is. Yeah, he's a little bit of a brick. Yeah, he doesn't really hold up all that well 30 years later. But you have to remember, this was in the 1985 when this guy appeared, so this was the limit of their toy technology. Still, it's an excellent figure that I'm really happy to have back into my collection. Now, those of you that know about the Generation 1 figures will realize that these figures are painted completely and totally incorrectly. Well, I have a theory, and it's a kind of a silly theory, but go with me. These guys are painted up as Battletrap and Flywheels, otherwise known as the Decepticon Duocons. They were figures that were two vehicle modes that combined into one robot mode. So in Astrotrain's case, it was a blue truck and a white helicopter, or white and orange helicopter. And in Blitzwing's case, it was a red jet and a brown tank. So I see what Hasbro is doing here, and I love it, except for Astrotrain. The white is just a little bit too much, and I just have a problem with white figures. I just do, because of the plastic. And look at that face sculpt. Unfortunately, the white has really hurt it, and you can see some dripping from the painting of the eyes or visor. It just doesn't totally work, but oh well. I still am very happy that I have this set. It was not cheap, so there's that. There's real die cast in both of these figures, especially Astrotrain. He is a very heavy figure compared to, well, I mean, he's heavier than this giant pair of cast metal scissors. So there's that. Both of these figures are cool. I'm glad I have them. And fans who are my age or even just a little bit younger are going to like these. But guys, if you're a younger fan, especially if you grew up in the 90s, you're not going to have the reference, or the 2000s, you're not going to have the reverence for these kind of molds that I do. So there is a very limited appeal in terms of the fan base. So okay, I hope you have enjoyed this video review of the Platinum Edition Triple Changers, Astrotrain, and Blitzwing. As always, I am Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.